Non-stop, I'm a feeling. My old clock, school to my JB. Non-stop, I'm feeling. The sip song, I'm a feeling. Dot, me na tagi, I lose control. School to my JB. Non-stop, non-stop. I believe this is one of me. I need woman.
You to like Jay, say something, please. One of
Hello.
You. Yeah, I can hear them properly. Hello.
I think
Oh, damn! I thought you were like Elo. But yeah.
Everything's
Recording? Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the PipeCast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back. It's been how many weeks now?
3. Since we last uploaded.
It's been 3 since I've been here.
Yeah, you weren't here.
So it's
obviously.
It's like 2 weeks, yeah.
No, even the day he wasn't here, we didn't shoot.
No, we did shoot that
Y'all
day,
shot.
but then it's the video that didn't get up.
So how is it 3 weeks since he hasn't been here if we also haven't uploaded when he wasn't here?
So it's 3 weeks.
It's 3 weeks.
A video has dropped.
Yeah. How are you guys?
Crazy, yo.
I get technical difficulties, guys.
Guys, today we have somewhat of a female cast. Yeah.
So today, Renale, what do they say when you bring ladies to a place? It's just all.
So Machananda, stop taking.
Manchester United, Manchester City.
Shy stock taking is heavy, Gabi. Compared to favorite
Inventory point.
Compared to favorite, our Shaka intro. Give us your intro. Okay, here we don't do intros for you. We let everyone do their own thing. You feel me?
Sing the intro.
Whatever you wanna say. It's rated 18.
A feminist of notes.
But a feminist I like, at least. She's not like those masculine feminists who just think women. She said it with we need each other.
You said one hell of a oxymoron, Mfana. What do you mean? A masculine feminist.
Nah, she's like a feminist that's like, she's all
Like
about 50-50. Then there's some feminists who are like, women are better than men.
Yeah, that's not a feminist.
What is that?
What is
I
it?
don't know what it is. That's not a feminist. That's a fake feminist. That's not a feminist.
It is.
No, but a feminist. Okay, guys, we'll talk about that. I'll read in the intro. We'll get there.
All right. But you are say UP?
Yeah. Why are you giving UP the platform? No, don't say that.
You don't like it?
I love UP, but this is about me, not UP.
Hectic. All right, Oluchi, ask us something.
This is Oluchi M.
You know Tugile.
My birth never said weed and I'm to the paranese. So this is Oluchi M. I'm just Oluchi M, dog.
Everywhere. No. Just
Oluchi.
Okay.
All right.
Operator.
One of our to Samgele Mate camera operator Singbuile. I'm
Pretty
back. I was
boy.
sick. Off. Okay.
There's tension of some sort.
Papa show, yes, a PipeCast.
Tension of some sort.
Telling you.
Tension of some sort.
Yeah, hey, Mr. Matipuli here, Replomile. I'm not smoking, but they smoking.
Why aren't you
podcast we are
smoking
here.
today, Ben?
Guys, I believe moderation. Don't do things too much.
Too much of something
Is a bad thing.
good thing.
Too much of everything is a bad thing. So, yeah, control, moderation is something I go about. So I'm relaxed.
I thank you, role model. Babantwana. The men a lot want to be, but not be. Bafethu unayisami sibonela sponsor msangifakazela ngisuse lokushing ngisi 365 days of the year. Sibonge. Bafethu yeah sila sibuyile siphezulu kwabo. Guys, how you guys doing?
We're good.
Proper.
We're good.
What's been up? What's the chat? Before I open up with the prep and so on, like what?
Before we get to the prep. Before you get
Hey, what?
and then you say she's an equal feminist.
No, she is. Don't lie. He's vouching for you.
Thank you.
On a public platform.
Thank you.
Mara, you are Abafan.
Abafana.
Benze Abafan. And your mom told you, yeah, Abafana.
No, she didn't actually.
Now they never told us ukuthi siyeka amantombazane.
Hey, but I mean, I won't lie.
Now they never told
Ain't no one just said, hey, amantombazane ifana amanye.
Okay, guys, you just said it's too much of a good thing is a bad thing. About that, they are a good thing.
Bonke or labo bakhethayo.
Hey.
No, ngiyabuza yini.
They good and they bad.
Exactly, the good, the bad, and the
That's what you're
ugly.
trying to say.
The good, the bad.
No, but guys, we've always wanted, listen to Lily, we've always wanted them to pick at them. Asmangene, baba na.
Hey, I don't know, bro.
I'm ready.
First, I want us to finish off that feminist chat.
Okay.
So, you guys are saying even if a woman is pro-woman and anti-men, she's a feminist.
No. You can't say anti-man. Now, that's not a feminist. Remember, there's a difference between. Okay, I'm gonna sort of like divert. There's a difference between feminism, patriarchy, and matriarchy. Right? Those are three different things.
Yes.
Feminism is me saying men and women should have equal rights. So that's inclusive of your pay and basically everything. Exactly. Everything. The moment you say patriarchy, now we're saying no, the man must lead. Just the man, the man leads. When you say matriarchy, the woman
leads, yes.
Exactly. So there's a difference. You can't say, what did you say? If feminism
Anti-man.
is anti-man.
So,
no, we're not anti-man.
so basically, what I was saying is you are more matriarchy than patriarchy.
No, I'm a feminist. A feminist. I'm about feminism.
So, my point was, you are saying a matriarchal woman can be considered a feminist.
No.
But that's what you were saying.
No, guys, not Harry.
No. I think she agreed because she just understood what I'm trying to say. You understand? She was just alluding to the situation as to what I was saying. She was just agreeing with it.
What were you saying?
Anita was saying that she's not a feminist. Like, dude, there are
masculine feminists. Yes.
There are feminists talk that are like women are better than men. Then there's a feminist like her who says. In the past, in the past it's been like this and like this. Now, I'm not saying women are better than men. I'm saying you need me as much as I need you.
Okay.
Oh, you get me?
Hey, very feminist.
So, utabafana bagenzeni?
Feminist.
Guys.
Batshele now, babheki batshele
Bangalile ngam. Ungafaki.
Mina ngiyangizigeni mina.
Umfana must not.
Ati abafana musnabo. What do you mean abafana musnabo?
Or you don't identify as a man because it's a thing now. What do you identify as?
So here's the question. Here's the question I have. If I go to a public bathroom and I say I identify as a woman, will they let me in?
This is South Africa, they won't.
They won't. Which is why. This whole LGBTQI thing in a double standards to an extent, where you say, okay, you can identify as whatever you like, but if a man says, okay, I identify as a woman, then all of a sudden, no, it's off the cards. So, to an extent, LGBTQ.
But the thing is, it's sort of like
Rainbow Gang. That's
the talks I've seen. It's even when men identify as women, they don't mind. It's just that men don't, because I mean,
men are okay with being men,
you know. So I think the problem comes that they have is that now when you identify as something ridiculous, you show the ridiculousness in the identification thing. So to be like, if you're identifying as a woman, then clearly all cards are off the table. Like, can identify as a fool. You know? Like, it's saying what you see, your reality is impaired. But reality itself is in question.
Okay, but when you say ridiculous, what do you mean?
Dick, Eunice.
Because you're saying, when you say you identify as a male, you are saying your X and Y chromosomes are not in play.
You know what those are, right?
Yes.
Just making sure.
But you are saying your X and Y chromosomes are not in. No, you have X and X actually.
Yes, X and X.
Yes. You're saying your XX chromosomes aren't in play. And then you're also saying that your physical body itself can be disregarded.
So, is that what they mean when they say that? Because remember, I'm not part of the...
No, but that's how people look at it. If you're telling me you are a man
Guys,
The typical idea of a man.
What's going on? Right. All right.
So I'm saying the typical idea of a man when you say you're a man is that he must have a penis. Why are you laughing?
You didn't expect it.
I didn't know that.
No,
penis.
that's gender. There's a difference. That's gender.
Don't come with the sex versus gender, please.
But
Please,
it is.
favorite, please.
If
no.
you're gonna go through
Guys,
that route,
no,
then it is.
guys.
If you're gonna say, if you're gonna say, I'm gonna regard you as a female or a male, based on your
Chromosomes.
genitalia or whatever, right? Now we're speaking about gender. It's no longer about sex, because the LGBTQI, basically what they're saying is we're focusing on sexual orientation and sex. Well, that's what they say. I'm not.
No,
But gender
that's the thing.
included in
No,
that
but
No, it's not.
Wait, no.
What do you
But
mean?
in the LGBTQ gang, there's the transgenders.
Exactly. Is
The
one.
transgenders now
Right.
are the ones with this argument.
Right.
I understand lesbians, gays, and bi people. I understand those. But the transgender people are the ones that are now changing the narrative to say you can have one sex, you can have a sex and a different gender at the same time. But you can't.
That's
And
what they
there's
say.
That's what they're
Multiple
saying.
genders.
And they're saying
That's
there's
what they
multiple genders now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
That's what I'm saying. Uti, do not base it on gender, because when we speak of gender, we're saying you're either male or female. That's gender. Male or female. The
No,
moment you say
that's
trans,
six. That's six.
Wait.
That's sex.
That's
What's
six.
gender again?
Gender's the one that they're saying you
Well,
can
you can-
identify as a potato.
Okay. Chill. Okay, Mini, I'm confused because I'm not part of the rainbow. I keep saying to say.
I won't lie. There's a lot I do not know about them. Like no
Same,
cap.
which is what I'm
Same
saying.
here.
Guti. That's what I'm saying. Guti.
Same here.
Let's
But
see.
really, Instagram. Now that's why I see all these things.
That's why we need to call Karma.
Algorithm.
Maybe Karma will tell us more.
Hey boy, algorithm yam is hectic. But now it's going back. I'm seeing cars every day.
Yeah.
I'm seeing cars now every day. It's fine.
Yeah.
So you can identify as a phone.
He was at Smokers last
Hey, whoa, eh?
Yeah, according to the criteria.
No, I'm just saying he was at Smokers last week.
Oh.
He was hosting.
Ah. All right. So you know him.
No.
Saw him.
That when
All right.
That's why I'm interested. I'm curious. Are you talking about Kama Debu?
Yeah. No, we're supposed to have a chill with him,
I'm
and
still
obviously
checking him out.
he's
Checking him out.
part of the he's gay, right? So he can tell us more.
Oh, he's gay.
Yeah, so he can tell us more. He probably knows a lot more than we do, because I don't think anyone here knows much about the gangs. You feel me? Yeah. So guys, what do we talk about? What has been happening? NSFAS defunded students.
Yeah, I'm one of those students. Who
I
got
touched them
defunded.
over.
I
Broke.
got defunded.
Much wrong here. What's
But
going on?
remember, I'm also a student activist. So
Yeah, tell us
I was in apartheid. Those are
And where she's from is where the student things are happening. In 1976, uprising. And then you would have won.
I would have.
Maybe ngabe uwe lapha ya. Maybe ngabe uwe lo.
Ufuna urulani mfana.
I'm Hector, female Hector. Okay, yeah.
All right, yeah, tell us more.
With the so I'm a student activist, and I'm in student governance at UP. So I'm part of like the faculty house. I'm an academics and mentorship officer of the EMS faculty, and then I'm also part of the EFFSC.
I'm fun. Your CV is impressive.
Can you?
Your CV is impressive. I'm the one that started this. What the hell?
Thank you.
When But okay.
Ushage PipeCast.
Hey boy. Okay.
So basically, in terms of like the whole defunding thing, I guess we're not really hyping it up because the institution has not given communication regarding the whole thing. So there hasn't been formal communication. It's just you going to your portal and then you're going to go, okay, I'm no longer funded. And the NSFAS has not even giving us a way forward. So basically, when you get to your portal, all they're telling you is, okay, no, you've been defunded because you don't have your documents or whatever. You have to appeal. So I'm not... I'm not panicking because, like I said, I am a student activist and whatnot. We're waiting for formal communication
From NSFAS.
From UP.
Oh, from UP.
Yeah, because
Okay.
UP has to tell me, okay, for example, where I live, they should tell me, okay, your rest fees unpaid. So then I'm gonna have to go to UP and say, okay, but you haven't paid my fees. What's going on? And then only then can I panic. No, you actually have been defunded. So I don't get why people.
But don't you think you should
I have a question.
nip the thing in the bud while it's still early?
We
Instead of waiting till it gets there?
Because now our issue is Siyahamba Solone UP, and then EUP is
You're not going to fight, you're going to inquire.
Yeah.
No, but then
They're going to fight.
No,
They're going to fight.
They're going to inquire.
Yes,
Never,
you don't have to fight yet because Kanienze, so you need to go inquire and then we will after.
Which is why.
Hey, Naled.
No, listen to me. Which is why. No, listen. Which is
I'm
why.
joking, yeah.
Guys, I'm the one in the shoes. I know better.
Yeah,
Which is why
yeah.
I'm telling you, Gusi, if I go to UP and I say you defunded me, but okay, where's the proof? Did we send you communication telling you, Guti, you've been defunded? So you get me. So they have to send me a communication and say, okay, you've been defunded. Only then can I inquire. Exactly. Because if I'm going there, how many students are in UK?
I have a question. When you applied for NSFAS, what did you say?
What do you mean?
There's a story. Everyone uses.
No. They do a background. They just do a financial background check.
Yes, but that's the thing. That's why when I read about it, that's why I saw that they defunding a lot of students because a lot of them
qualify.
lie.
Because you qualify to pay your
Because you find your mom, as long as your parents are in middle class, you can pay
earn
for
a certain amount.
My
Yeah,
mom is unemployed, so we can't even. That is
Okay.
why I'm also not panicking because I'm like, I know for a fact we see Melebang fan because my mom is unemployed,
okay.
so we can't even say middle class or whatever. And my reason for being defunded was documents. That's what they said, which doesn't make sense because I applied last year. They were funding me last year for the whole year, and they had my documents. So now
but
you're
it
coming
delete.
back and you're telling me you defunded because of documents, but I submitted my documents.
Yeah, but
You know
it
what I'm saying?
delete.
What about them? What about the documents?
But it
They
deletes.
just said documents were not submitted, which doesn't make sense because last year you were funding me and you had my documents. So obviously,
Yeah, but still,
it's
okay, whoa.
politics.
So something has happened. Why don't I still stand? Why, even though they haven't defunded you or whatever, why don't you just go inquire now?
If you
Because there's
inquire
nothing
with
there's no proof.
there is no proof.
They said the documents are.
Like, it must be a thing of the school must send communication to say you haven't paid, and then you go to NSFAS and say, guys,
Exactly.
I haven't received my fees for school, and then they can say, okay, in the system, this is why you haven't received your fees. I think that defunded thing is just like a placeholder to be like, relax, Chief.
You know, because remember the fees are not paid into my account; they go directly
To the school.
UP. And
But
then UP
that's
is
the thing I found very confusing, especially for like first years. Né? I may be mistaken, but you go and you apply, right? They want NSFAS first. They want you to have
Oh yes.
a fee paying thing first, right? But NSFAS wants you to get accepted first. So how do I get NSFAS if they want NSFAS first?
How that works is you have to be provisionally
Accepted.
right? So no, NSFAS was obviously provisionally funded.
Okay.
So when it says that, that's like the 6th step because there are 7 steps. So when it says that, the institution wants
7.
there are 7 steps. So once the institution, what is it? When they accept you in an institution,
Yeah.
they
Yes.
send your
Documentation. Accreditation.
No, not academic, whatever, but your acceptance letter. Yeah, they send it to NSFAS. Then after that, that's when you get funded. So that's how it works.
Because I saw with the strike, they were like, no, they don't have res. But I'm like, NSFAS also needs to know you're accepted.
Oh, the rest issue, because I remember we had,
So this is a different issue.
we had a protest. You as students.
Barely, guys.
But it's UP and UCT and Stellenbosch. Other
Stellenbosch, I'm not
institutions,
surprised.
other institutions don't have that problem. For example, last
UJ is just vibes. It's just vibes, isn't it?
University of Jarate.
Oh, I see the hair. You shout out orange, orange Asian rapping.
Oh, so yeah, you must talk for your scale.
Tell us. Why are people saying the things they're saying about UJ? But in keep a qualification food.
Oh, first Auckland Park or
Auckland
Auckland
or
Park.
at least
Original one.
But now you're
I'm at Auckland Park and
Punting
I'm
way
not
PK.
really, I don't know what's happening. I'm year, my first semester, I didn't attend classes. Like, school is not my thing.
But no one attends classes.
Listen.
I told you, vibes.
So wait, what are you studying first?
Varsity vibes.
BA. Okay.
Then I don't know. I think I was kind of forced to go into school. I'm not into school. I passed well. I passed my matric well. I got like 5 distinctions out of 7.
Nice.
And then the next thing I'm told I
Flex on us,
I need
Oluchi,
to go
yes.
to varsity.
Yeah.
I wanted to do law. I couldn't get into law because of space.
Okay.
Now I'm doing a BA.
Okay.
I'm not enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not interested.
Wait, is it a BA in law?
Yes.
So why aren't you interested?
No,
If
it's not the same as an NLP.
yeah, but isn't it like a
But
step
it
under?
is in a way.
No.
It is.
No, it's
But
not.
can you not get there?
it's not.
Can you not
Explain
get
the differences. Explain the
No,
differences.
no.
Will you not get there? Though?
Explain the
it's not.
differences, please.
NLP is more about like criminology.
Okay.
Those kind
So,
of things.
BA is psychology. It's the
Sort of.
because I have a friend because Tupanza did BA. in law.
Okay, can I?
No.
Let's ask someone. Let's ask graduates. Let's ask graduate. Mafethu abantu abaqedile ngale. So
Didn't you want to do LLB, guys?
No,
But I
he's
wanted
doing
to
it now.
explain the whole thing. I wanted to
okay.
explain what she's saying.
Okay.
Right. Moyenza, okay, I don't know how it works in UJ, but I know with UP, for example, if you're doing your BA law or BCom law, you do that for like 3 years. And then for ELLB, if you're not going to ELLB, you just add an extra year.
So you have to do BA
No, you don't have to do it first. You can just go into
LLB and BCom are 2 different things.
first. No,
BCom is accounting, accounting law.
It's commerce, BCom
Yes,
is.
it's accounting law. LLB is something else. They're
Yes.
not the same. You can't study 3 years for a BCom and then
go into LLB.
Exactly.
in UJ. In
Okay, as long as UP they do that.
what you should
We must get a UP law student again.
Which is why I said UP. You heard what I said.
We must. Oh, am I right?
opened
This is
with
SRC.
UP.
SRC will know.
Exactly.
Okay, Askisi. So. Yeah, so I wanted to ask also, is it true?
Oh wait, Tupanza.
That is bad quality.
You see.
That's why you bring it to me.
Listen.
I can't.
To me, show. I can't hear. Yeah, never mind. He was gonna be able to tell us. He was gonna tell us.
Is it true, rather, that UJ did surpass Wits in terms of the best varsity?
I don't know. I told you. I'm just here to study and get and then get out.
Kuri, you are those students scale out.
Nah. Like
Scale out. Even no need.
Because I'm busy with some other things. I'm into entertainment,
Oh, okay.
so I can't grasp.
What are you doing in entertainment? Tell me more.
She's on the PipeCast. I mean,
Let me tell you. So, but I did say the story here and there
what?
of how I met her.
I don't know.
The whole confusion and so on. So what happened is I was selling something to her. Illegals. So then later on, so she gave me her number to make the payment, young child. But then I gave her number to Trigger.
Couldn't
She
find
put
you
it
a
on Trigger's
hustler.
phone. What do you mean?
You're
I
a
didn't
literal
have cash.
hustler.
Oh, I thought I'm not gonna go there and just if I can make money from it, yeah, I'm gonna make money from it.
Legally.
Hey man.
Shall I profit in fact?
Hey man.
Hey, mfana.
Ah, bana ngiyayenza mfana.
bought it
But
for
listen,
her and you said
so I put her number in Trigger's phone, and then later on that night I sold to someone else, but she gave me her number too. But then I was speaking to her about her coming to the PipeCast. So now Trigger mixed up the numbers, sent me her number instead. You understand? I'm talking to her as if I'm talking Dinero.
Yes, I'm confused now. You were speaking to her about the PipeCast.
No.
That's what you said.
I was speaking to Dinero, the other one.
okay.
And
Umamele
then, he was
bani.
telling you
What's
what
going
I mean, I have to listen here, Pella. I'm listening to 3 voices at
But
once.
yeah, I think it's sure. So then I spoke to Dineo, whatever, took her number. And then in the morning, Trigger sends me a number. So I'm thinking it's Dineo, you understand? Text, we're speaking there. I'm busy talking about the PipeCast. Yeah, so this is what I want to do.
Now, what?
No, we are no, nyaguzo. And then she's like, hey, do you know who you're talking to? I'm like, hey, who am I talking to? Sends me a picture. I'm like, hi. It's like, hey, man, hey, Askis. I'm like, yeah, sorry. Wrong person. She's like, I want to know more. Tell me more.
not
And
one number.
then I'm like, hi. Come through.
So it was a thing of they were talking to you about a business proposal and you're like, no, it's fine. I'm not qualified, but I'll train along the way.
Yeah. That's how it makes up. And that's how better.
So it was a mistake, basically.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
What are you doing, David?
Entertainment. Thank you. She says she's entertainment.
When you talk about entertainment, my black, Mara, I'm a social media manager for Smokers Wednesdays.
Okay.
And
what is Smokers Wednesdays?
An event hosted every Wednesday at Mlapo Kasi Inc. So it's all about hubby lovers. You get there, you chill, smoke hubby, if you're smoking weed, whatever, dog.
Yeah.
But you've seen me post about it, ne?
I have. I'm just letting you tell the other gens they don't know.
Yeah, you are selling us the pitch and them.
Okay. So that's basically what Smokers is. We never miss a Wednesday, Dana. Yeah, when I'm my event, it can be triggered to tell you this Wednesday, but not us. Sorry.
Are you taking shots at us?
Hey, fun. That's why I'm like, hey. That's why I'm like, hey.
Yeah, taking shots.
Guys, we'll do better.
One week at a time, guys.
Oh, yes.
The future's too bright.
You have to.
No boys in the lane.
Mine is.
Mamela.
SRC.
Mine is.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about the time you were on the news.
When I was on the news.
Yeah, she was on Expressions or Expresso, ne?
Expressions.
Oh. John Jane.
I didn't steal anything. I was
SAPS
advocating. One, I think. Yeah, SAPS 1.
Mzansi for sure.
I was literally about to say that.
So basically, I was doing my first year last year. Benhlala with 4 people.
Hey.
Was the 5th person. So we were sharing a unit. And we had an incident where we were sleeping and we didn't have keys. Someone walked in while we were asleep. And
I think I heard about that.
Huh?
I think I did hear about that.
You must
So why did you... I'm guessing you're done, basically.
No. I want to know what happened. He came in.
Someone came in and he... Not sexually harassed.
There was more to this.
My unit mates.
Yeah.
And then where's Agimi? Obviously, because we had a balcony, she came through the other door, was Onglanda, and we went to management.
So she went around on the balcony.
Yeah, she went around the balcony.
Crazy.
And then she came to my room and she woke me up, said, there's someone in my room, my unit mates.
Okay.
There's someone in my room. We went out, spoke to management. Management didn't care. White
they
people,
don't.
obviously, we black.
Whether they're white or black, they
You
don't.
really think it was a race thing?
I think so, because where I'm living now, we live with white students. Everything's just flowing. Get lower. There, it was just black students.
And I think
You know.
sorry to cut you off. The res thing is I think it's a serious issue.
It is.
Because there was
that sounds very serious.
there was no like the res thing.
Oh, in general.
Because there was a story of South Point where a chick got raped and she ended up dying. I forgot her name. Thing is, I had it listed, but since we didn't speak about it on that specific episode, I deleted it. She got raped. It was at South Point.
Let me check it.
So the guys were fighting for it. They found the guy, but South Point didn't do anything about it.
They don't do anything about it.
They said they must go to the cops first. They went to the cops. They got whatever they needed to get, but still, South Point was like, we'll sort it out ourselves, and then they did nothing about it. So I think the rest thing is a serious issue. Like,
it is, because a similar thing happened where we were told, okay, no, we'll sort it out. But you sorting it out is you asking me, do you need anything?
No, this is 2018. It was this year, dog.
South Point.
It's not just South Point. It's all these residences, you know. So that happened. We spoke to management, and management was just like, nah, we'll sort it out. But they didn't. Should I carry on?
Yeah, carry on.
Okay, so and then we were asked to go to the police station. We were sleeping, guys. Midnight, 1 a.m. I'm going there in my pajamas, and a woman, a cop, what she said to me is, what was the lang in pajama? I almost got raped, and your main issue is that I'm wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
You get me? So, because no one wanted to do anything about it, I texted Jackie Mapala. She was a presenter for Expressions, and she was my mentor in grade 11. So I texted her and I told her, I was like, nah, there's an issue here and management is not willing to do anything about it. She was like, okay, no, we'll come there. They got there, still they didn't want to do anything about it. They were talking about lawyers. We were talking, we'll send our lawyers. And SAPC was like, okay, cool, send your lawyers. We have our own lawyers. We can have whatever it is that needs to be done. You can communicate with us through our lawyers, but they still didn't do anything about it. So planned an interview. I went there and basically I was just telling the story and obviously advocating for the rights of female students in private accommodations because it's private. Yeah.
So the person that got in, they don't know who it is till today.
They know who it is. Now the issue is where I was living last year. It wasn't just a student accommodation. Yes, it is. It's called a student accommodation, but there were people who were actually working, who were living there, which doesn't make sense. Why old men are living with us within the same building? You know. So we're not sure if that guy uyasebenza or uyafunda.
Wait, so your res is res am a student vele. Yeah, you see res am a student vele.
Student accommodation, yeah. But they had people who weren't students.
Were those people students before maybe? I'm just asking.
Some of them weren't.
Because I told maybe they were a student and then nigga just thought I'm gonna carry on living here even after I've got a job.
But even if you're not a student, because remember when you apply to any accommodation, student accommodation, you have to provide proof that you're a student.
No. In thing you show Guti, hypothetically speaking, I'm saying I told you maybe I'm a cheater, but I found that and told you he just finished young told
That's what I'm saying.
And then he's still carrying on.
Definitely, it's not allowed because you submit
obviously,
your documents every year. Because you see where I'm living now.
Yeah.
Next year, if I want to go back, I'm going to have to reapply. You reapply.
Yeah.
And when you reapply, bafuna certain documentation. And that is inclusive of proof that you're a student.
And there's clear corruption, obviously.
Exactly.
So was the first place an accommodation or a student res?
It's the same thing.
Not really.
Student res is what when you on
Because
campus.
I know there's some that have they have students in it, but it's mainly just accommodation. So people who are working
can still
also
live there.
Like there's Bramgate. It's a student accom, but there's people that work, and a lot of people that work and go to that place.
Like in the corners, they market it's students.
Yes.
Mara, if there's someone else
working, they can
also come.
So basically, that's corruption. If you're gonna say in the way it's for students, but there are people.
They can cater to students. They don't say
they market to since we are close. Maybe
we're close
to, like it's close to the nearest university, and they building whatever the housing and so on. They obviously gonna market it to students because they're the closest people who need accommodation. But if you would also like to live, then they can afford it.
Like
then
the difference with South Point and Bramgate. South Point is strictly for students. They can't bring someone. It's a student accommodation. Whereas Bramgate, there's students there that go to VES, that go to Rosebank, that go to UJ, and there's people that work as well that live in this place.
And the question is, was your accommodation?
Was yours like that?
When you
was
put it
a
like that,
strictly student thing?
I honestly don't know. But when you look at list, because EUP has a list of accredited accommodations where it's strictly for because when you speak of accreditation, we're saying it's a student-friendly environment and it's for students. So, according to me, it's supposed to be for students specifically, yes. Not about the basebenzayo. But like I said, corruption in these accommodations, it's common. It's a common thing.
Okay, so back to your story. You reported it.
Yeah, so I reported it.
A guy who was working.
Yeah, we're not sure, like I said, because they didn't want to tell us anything. It was a joke, it's poppy ads.
Okay.
When you ask, they'll say poppy ads.
Okay.
So yeah, we went through the whole interview process and whatnot. Yeah.
That's
so basically,
crazy.
I just ended up being someone who advocates for the rights of female students.
So that's how you got into feminism and SRC?
No.
Before that, she's
I've
been
always been and I'm not in SRC yet.
You're Bangana.
Students want me to.
Hey, Bangfuna.
That's what students say.
Hey.
But for me, apparently, that's what students say.
How was the fame?
The fame?
Yeah.
I wasn't doing it for fame, so I don't think it was. Yeah.
Hey, Buzut, how was it? How was it? Yeah. Did you write it?
It's not nice.
Did you write the wave?
I didn't. It's not nice.
Could have made some
I had people who actually said I was doing it for monetary value, and it's shocking because I never got paid for shades. I had to use my.
But you can't
do something. People have.
No, that's what I'm saying. People said that, but it's shocking. Exactly, because I was using my own transport, SAPC and whatnot, to go there and to come back. No one paid for my transport, no one paid for anything. you know. So
Hey.
it's just crazy business.
Yeah, that's insane. No, speaking of Bram, Sikipe. So
And he's dressed like him. I can't.
now we're talking.
Too soon.
No, way too soon.
Hey,
So
but
yeah, I
that
want
incident.
us to speak about season Bram vele.
Mina ngisaqala nje isasuka. I'm saying ukuthi ayikabi is too soon, but he was wrong.
He was, yeah.
Mr.
The
Skip.
guy that got shot, the shooting in Bram of the.
Skip.
Keep it.
Keep,
He
Favorite.
wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong.
He was
Wait,
wrong.
why?
Because, number one, from what I've heard, right, if someone has a gun, if it's pointed at you, now you can assume.
Are you saying he wasn't wrong
No,
for
are you
getting
saying
shot?
The SAPS guy wasn't wrong.
And the way he dropped that pipe in
was
disappointment, he was like,
That guy was wrong.
JMPD.
JMPD is the guy that
Wait,
passed away.
let's talk.
Seps is the guy in the
split
car.
it.
Okay.
The Sikipe guy is JMPD.
Yes.
And then the shooter
Is
is SAPS.
SAPS.
Yeah.
So who are you saying is wrong?
Yes, Epsi.
SAPS for shooting.
Yeah.
Why?
Because why were you shooting? You were not.
He was in danger.
Okay,
No.
wait, guys.
The
We
way
need
the
to
guy
speak,
had
guys.
his
It's very
gun,
hard
right?
for us to be calm.
Remember-
We need to be calm.
Yes. If I have my gun pointed at you, you can assume danger. You can shoot me. That's allowed. It's bams, so you have no reason to shoot.
Okay.
But yes, but it's the moment it's like this. The law says if your gun is pointed downwards, you're not in danger.
Is it not if your gun is holstered, not pointed down? There's a difference.
If
Hella,
you
remember,
point a gun-
his gun is out.
But the thing is,
It is
out of the holster.
See,
Remember.
see.
Mate. Wait. Mate.
yeah, no, let him make up.
Okay.
Yeah, uskokhile.
We don't know.
It's not even on safety.
So then we can't really have a whole chat about
Okay,
it.
but my
Okay.
thing
We
is,
can't
ne,
really conclude.
my thing is, this guy, he started his whole fight with
We should know nothing about, right?
No, but okay, we don't know.
Okay,
We
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
why.
we don't know why it started.
We
We don't know the
fighting,
conflict.
but we know that they were fighting. So they were fighting like by the side
Paving.
Yeah, by
Before
the
they got to the car.
Before they got to the car, peace, keep it. I'm trying in palm.
Abathuka.
So at that point, aren't you threatened?
And then now
Umuntu akushaya.
and then now
Petty spam,
as a
man.
person we
Uyakushaya.
are kwata now
Okay.
apart from whatever we are kwata.
At that moment, he didn't react. He chose to walk to his car with his friend or whatever. JMPD guy still continues.
Okay.
Keep it.
With a gun out of the
With
holster.
a gun.
Okay.
Shire and he's hitting his friend as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's keep it.
Okay. Now here's my question.
Are you not threatened?
Here's my question, right? Because like we said, we don't know the context.
full story.
The context
Right.
of the fight, yes.
Is Kipe, why do we not why singabuza ukuthi why they got his Kipe? Maybe uguy umthreatenishile wathi ngizokukhiphela isibhamu dubula manje.
No,
But the thing is, it's obvious matshelene ukuthi singinebhamu nesibhamu and then it's a case of ngibonise ukuthi wena ungasenzane sakho nami ngizokubonisa ukuthi ngasenzane sakho. But the problem is there is a gun. A gun is used for one thing, favorite. If ngikutshela ukuthi khiphe sakho nginesami, what am I telling you we are doing?
Sharp.
We are going to shoot each other.
Eastwood in this
He thought it's a cowboy movie la drama la phaya.
Wrong, it's wrong.
Okay, lalela. Mina, what I'm saying,
For
right?
getting
Mina,
shot.
on my side.
Don't for getting shot.
On my side, mangithi uskhipe wrong is because number one, you have your gun out of your holster. Number two, you're being violent towards people and you have a gun. Number three, it doesn't take more than 5 seconds for me to lift up my hand and shoot you. Ubone ngaye uSAPS ukuthi it doesn't take that long. So uSAPS yena ube nalento le, and remember when you're looking at it from umuntu obone ivideo le phezulu le, yena he's in the moment, in the heat of the moment.
So
in the heat of the
I'm
moment,
listening.
emotions are going around a lot. So
That's why
you
we
beg.
cannot really
My question
We are pusher, and your life is in danger
That's why
because
we
it doesn't
cannot
take long to do
deliberate
this.
to who's
So
wrong.
that's
Yeah.
why you shot. Whoa,
That means
Mina,
we cannot deliberate.
Mina, I'm gonna go to the other side also. Joba ngithi JMPD wrong. I'll also say why SAPS is wrong. As I told Urabi yesterday also, 6 bullets is wrong.
Exactly.
And then you come and say self-defense.
Exactly.
6 bullets is wrong.
Yeah, how is that wrong?
It's too many bullets. If you say beggar, it's wrong if you say self-defense, especially if he hasn't shot you. If you're the first person to shoot and you're shooting 6 bullets, that's too many.
Yes,
not
but that's the thing.
self-defense.
Thing is, in police training, from what we've seen and what we've heard, you are trained to kill, but. And in the moment, listen, wait, listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, these are my views. But listen to what I'm saying. The moment a gun is out, right, you cannot have a warning shot. Because the moment one shoots, and both of them are trained in police training, the moment a gun goes off, you are expected to shoot back to retaliate and protect yourself. Okay. Whether it was a warning shot or not, right? So if that guy was trained in that sense, you cannot expect him to try and immobilize the person, because that would take more than one shot at different places.
Yeah, which is
as a cop, if I shot you here, your arm is, you're gonna take and shoot with the other.
Yes.
Now if already I shot you here, that's too many shots.
Guys, I see the Matrix.
They're not trained to kill.
It's not the Matrix.
Neutralize threats.
Mina, that's why
neutralizing.
I understand all sides. Mina, I understand all sides. Because I'll say he hit 6 bullets because in his head now he's trying to make sure, because it doesn't take that long for the other guy to get up and retaliate. But I still say, Mina, I'll just be the person outside. I'll still say 6 bullets is wrong. But I understand the situation.
But even if I shoot 2 bullets at you, you can still come back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand. He makes sure. We have to make sure. Yeah. Because maybe what's scary is that we saw it, guys.
Another thing is, my issue is what makes it even more. Which word I'm gonna use for it? But like, you know, I don't know if you guys get the voice note the voice note that's going around.
That
where
is
he said he asked for it. You know.
Yes.
Now you wonder.
But he did, though. He said his key, babe. How many times?
Wait.
He
You
was
said his
looking for
key.
that.
Thing is favorite.
Like,
the moment we are fighting. It's the same way. Wait.
Let me
Party.
say something.
Okay.
Maybe I don't understand because Nino kusinilwa kanjani is amadoda. I'll just use that.
Okay.
Maybe Nino nilwa kanjalo, but with us, I know for a fact it's a bit different, man. Like sometimes I'm gonna say, "Get out, clap," and clap. No, if it's not, it's bad. You know, get out, clap, and then clap.
No, but that's the thing. You are calling someone's bluff. Uguti they're bluffing or not is not.
And you don't know the person.
You don't know if they're bluffing or not.
And you guys say we act
so my point is,
the other way around.
My point is, the same way a boxer is not allowed to fight in the street, but if provoked,
He will fight.
They will, and they won't be wrong because you took me there. So Uguti, the fact that you are telling me Sikipe, that's one. You are forcing me to unholster. You are forcing me to unholster my weapon.
Not just once.
2, you have your weapon unholstered.
Okay.
We will assume it's off safety because there's no way as a cop you took your gun out and left it on safety.
You are taking it out, Jeff.
So there's already 3 reasons that are putting your life in danger, right? Now, if that guy also took out his gun, right, and he didn't shoot, what do you think was gonna happen?
Guys, I didn't even follow it like that. So it's just like, okay,
No, it's too silly. It's too silly. That's why I was just
like, hey, it's barbaric.
But I hear Nice's complaint to say 6 is a lot.
It is.
I feel like there was a ego level.
Yes, to say
like you called for this. Guy full force. It's the thing of saying, since you asked for it, let me give you it full force.
Where's the flavor?
Should be here.
Favorite.
But my chat it's also at that same level, is that he didn't like, how can I say it, like double down on it, like to say 6 bullets, and then I walk out, need bag.
Yes.
Some move.
You know.
It's not that.
It's not.
It was just straight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
But he did get out. But he did get out and go to him.
He didn't.
He did. He got out the car and he went to him, dog.
No. Yeah, but he didn't shoot him.
Yeah, he didn't shoot him. But because he was already gone. But he went to him and was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. He didn't go, yeah.
But that thing, the voice note was the one that was, it made it a bit tricky for me also because there was a sense of pride the guy also
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
The voice note didn't need to
didn't
get
need
out.
to send it at all.
It didn't.
You just killed someone. You shouldn't be telling anyone. Go speak to the cops.
He was speaking to someone.
He was
That's
speaking
a
to
private
someone. That's a
conversation.
private
but thinking you should.
What if he was speaking
to talk to
What if he
someone
was speaking to a
the
superior?
police?
Yes. What if he was speaking to a superior?
And
that
the
voice note
superior.
got- Yeah,
then it's not a superior. It's
but he's still a
And we don't
superior.
know what if maybe he was under investigation and then maybe we interrogation room and he was
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The voice
Yeah,
note
I
could have
get what
gotten
you're saying.
leaked. That thing didn't need to get leaked.
He didn't need to get.
What I'm complaining about is what I'm complaining about is the pride he had
Yeah, I
in that
just
voice
feel like
note.
you shouldn't have shot a voice note at all.
I'm
think
that
maybe
guy that he had a twitchy
No,
thing.
but
on
someone asked Kudi what happened, and then
I think
you're gonna
maybe
ask me
it was
what
in
happened.
the
I'm gonna
same-
explain to you, aren't I?
But okay, guys, let's just move kancane from
No, let's close it.
Yeah, or in closing talk, ntango shonile bafethu, it's gone.
Yeah, but
And
the
you know,
moral
he was
side of
And
it.
you
Moral
know
side
he
of
was
it.
from my
The moral side of it, relax.
He was
Aye.
from my
If that brew relaxed, I'm saying the brew in white.
Oh, yes.
If he relaxed, he would have still been alive today. But I still say, I don't know, maybe it's the being
Maybe we
black
should
thing.
bring the
belief I
facts
had,
behind.
the belief I had was that that guy's like, it was his day that day. The way he was asking for a dog, it's like, it was so weird. I'm sure now when you're watching the video, asking, why is this guy busy?
No, I understood. I low-key understood because most gens, once you get there, you just go. So the fact that you're like, see, keep, and that dude is keeping, in your mind, you are like, let's go. That's the thing. No, but that's the thing. No, thing is, that's the thing you must look at. We are different. Have you seen in our fight? There's dudes that go back, even though they're like, trying to relax. And he's like, hi.
Okay, true.
Yeah,
So,
as much.
That's what I'm like, I understand. That guy's testosterone was crazy.
It's as if because like he knew that.
No, thing is, that's what I was telling Favorite. He was calling the bluff to say Anyagu's keep. I know you won't take it out.
Yeah.
So I'm telling, let me humiliate you and show the weakness you
so he
have
acted
by
on
telling you,
his emotions,
take out your gun.
basically, yeah.
And when it came out, unfortunately, my guy's John Wick, Baba.
And apparently,
Yeah?
rumor has it with Baba
Hey, tell us more.
Back in police academy.
Oh, training, for training.
I don't know.
Yeah, I read that once.
I read that once. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, I also don't know
If that's true, that's deep.
It is.
Hey, kill your binchi.
Which is why I think people were sort of like reacting that man would say, but this is your friend, and you keep on saying yes for it. That's what I think.
Hey, man. But
But the thing is, we don't know the context.
Yeah,
of
we
the
don't know the
fight.
context of the fight.
So we
This
don't
is
know
what we
if
deliberate.
he was provoked to that
Exactly.
to that level to say Kudi,
Because someone went
even
as
if it's
far-
my friend, I don't care.
Yeah, because I
But
saw
that's
on
the
Twitter-
thing. That's
I
the thing.
saw-
But that's the thing. Meaning thing is Buzayon is that if we're friends, ne, and udlala kanjalo, somewhat maybe I should know. We understand. And like it seems like they didn't know each other for the way that guy.
But thing that's the thing.
Context as well.
But even with context, we're friends, ne? There's a level to things.
Oh yeah, when
There's a level to things.
like,
You
oh,
can't.
really?
The fact that I walked away and I went to my trancy, and you kept. That means you already pushed the
keep
boundary.
provoking me.
That means you pushed the boundary.
So you shoot me.
Of-
man.
It's a thing. That's the thing. The context. There's a point we're gonna stop.
No, but
There's a point we'll stop.
I'm not interested in the joke.
Exactly.
I'm not interested in the joke. We are Kubega.
Let's see what Favorite says.
Can I say something? Because rumor has it on Twitter, Uguti, the policeman was threatening his family. But yeah, that's what they were saying. Uguti, he was threatening.
But Jabona, now there's too many rumors now. And then you don't know which is which.
Which is why
Because now it's becoming too. I say about too deep, man.
You can't even say who's right or who's wrong.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right. As we move.
I see Tepe.
Speaking on public servants, so Kenya's President William Ruto has increased the salaries of civil servants. Teachers, police officers, military officers, and other civil officers will all benefit from this. He rejected a proposal to increase the salaries of senior government officials, saying they can wait. Is that not an example?
That's a
Is that not an example?
Perfect, actually.
Yeah, shout out
It is.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Because
That means there's no more bribes. Corruption,
yes, there isn't, but it's a thing of yes, you're increasing salary of the civil people, nah? Like this is just my point, just to argue. It's not a serious thing, it's just to argue.
All right.
As a civil servant, your entire job is to serve the public.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't expect to make money, guys.
Fair point.
As a civil,
you
are working for the public.
You're not supposed to make money to live lavishly from that job. Then you're just supposed to maybe get money, which was PD, and be able to serve people.
Right.
Okay,
on that note, that's
Wait,
subjective.
Oluchi,
What do you mean?
That's
What's your point?
subjective.
You a servant.
Wait.
That's
What if the money that they were earning wasn't good
Enough.
That's why
Then it's understandable. Then it's understandable.
That's understandable.
When you say you getting imali to maintain yourself, it's subjective, right?
No, I don't mean it like exactly like who's maintaining, but upile a standard life.
As long
That's
as
what
you
you're
can
supposed to
afford
be.
the necessities.
You're not supposed to be driving G-Wagons and shit. From that money.
Why not?
You're not
Because there's a
that
difference.
money is supposed to be
There's a
serving
difference between
people.
public servicing and private servicing.
That money is supposed to be servicing people. That money is not yours.
Wait. Let me put it like this.
Hey guys,
That's crazy.
you see I told this country would
Let me
benefit
put it like
females that
this.
are being charged.
Let me put it like this. Listen.
We're not
Yes,
saying.
it's rated
Right?
18.
So Aman,
She looked for it.
There's public healthcare and there's private healthcare, right? These they don't earn the same.
Yes.
Private earns more, right? Why do you think private earns more?
Sorry.
it's private.
No, but also it doesn't come with benefits, right? Because remember, when you're working in public, there are benefits.
No, but it depends on some private
but that's the thing.
institutions if they have
That's the
it.
thing.
You
No.
can say most, yes, but that's not all.
But also, don't forget, right? As the government, you are working for the public, right? I don't have to pay you in monetary things.
Eh?
You're serving.
You are serving.
Man.
The benefits. Don't forget the benefits that they are getting. What are the benefits they're getting? Medical aid, right? So already for you to pay for hospital, you don't need that.
Yes.
Right? They're also getting house allowance. House allowance.
They get house
everyone that works for the
allowance.
government.
They all get house allowance.
Okay.
Yes, they do.
So
Yes.
they get house allowance, meaning the government helps you get a house.
Okay.
Right?
And to pay it off.
And so that already takes out the need for a lot of amount of money to pay for a house. Right?
So housing will
grand already. I'm thinking for food.
Umkholo wakho is basically for that
For transport
food,
and food.
transporting yourself to work and buying yourself whatever it is that you need. But isn't there basic that are very important, that are major, they already have covered for you. That's how you're supposed to be as a public servant. Hayi ukuthi fanele kuyohlala le emasabasini eHautini
No.
wena ulandelwa imoto ezi8 mophuma. No.
Is that?
Yeah, you guys know.
is
You're
that
supposed
basically like?
You're supposed to also use public
No, I'm
transport,
asking,
if it was reliable.
Oh,
Yes.
That brings
I was asking.
sorry.
As
that
a
brings
public
me-
servant.
That brings me. I think there was an argument I saw on TikTok, and they were like, this country. I thought it was this country or another one, but they were like, this country would change if the president used public transport.
For real. Now kuba qeda ukutrapa abantu lapha N1 ngoba why unabantu abayi8 abamlandela.
But how?
Here's a question. If Ramaphosa is just a normal dude who's just the president of the country, ubani ofuna ukumbulala?
What Ramaphosa specifically?
Wena,
President.
you think wena khona umuntu umbhekile uRamaphosa and ayikabi. This is like straight up. If you're like just the president,
normal
shit,
brother.
not with all the businesses, you're just the president. Ubani ongafuna ukubulala uRamaphosa? Or abofikile embalula.
I would wanna kill
The
him.
president.
Get your shit.
The president. The president.
Okay, the president, okay.
Anything.
We would want to kill Fili Malula. Let's retract. Let me retract.
What is your job?
Let me retract. Oh, let me retract.
I would.
Bega,
I
favorite.
would.
Bega. If I don't do my job the first time, you will not kill me. If I don't do my job the second time, you still won't kill me, right? If I don't do my job the third time, maybe you'll get angry, your toy and all that. If I don't do my job for the 10th time, that's when you can get there.
mean
But
the third time.
Lalela,
Third time is the charm.
the fact that I get there. Because as a public servant, we're not even supposed to get to that point.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do my job. That
But they-
way, you will not want to kill me.
But they're not doing that job.
That's exactly what I'm saying. These people all need these things and they're eating all our monies.
Because they're not doing their job. Exactly.
That's why as a public servant, you're not supposed to be making all these monies.
I get that.
You're not supposed to be, basically, you're not supposed to be anyone famous or anything like that.
Yeah, tell that to Ramaphosa, Galok.
Speaking of that, N1 Polo versus X5.
Batrababantu.
That's a perfect example.
Batrababantu.
Polo versus X.
That time, the president or who they said he's not, he wasn't even there.
I won't make an objective comment. Yeah, I won't be objective.
But the thing is sure is that you see what those things are like.
That
these things of having too much power is doing and having too much power. Because they say Paul Mashatile
wasn't true. Yeah.
He wasn't even there. So why are they going around beating up people?
For no reason.
I didn't even know, but
Uba no funu Paul Mashatile abuwenwa nenda bana yena man.
I don't even know him.
That time he's deputy president.
Yes. It's because we have too many now. They've been shoving it.
We only had two. Haven't we only had two?
That's too many.
I know it's not.
That's too many. Thank you.
Nah, but it's not that bad. Like, I understand.
Marambana,
No, the first one was sketchy.
They shouldn't be changing.
No, but the first one was sketchy, dog.
And the second one, I think is great.
You've
seen him. You think
guys,
his niggas are trapping niggas on the N1.
The whole thing is just sketchy.
50.
Yeah,
All right.
55.
Yeah.
Dude.
Sketchy.
No. Yeah, it's very sketchy.
That's why, like, it honestly makes sense. As a public servant, now, you mustn't be having all these privileges, guys. Like,
but Fate. On important news actually is perfect. Banyana Banyana, I mean, guys. Since they're going to the World Cup, SAFA wanted to. I asked her that.
name one player.
She should name local players for me. About Son League. But Banyana Banyana, SAFA's taking their monies, bro. Like apparently in it's not even apparently fairly. Bayagu World Cup. So when for them to participate in the World Cup, each player gets a certain amount of money. SAFA wanted to chow some of their money, dog. So these people, they still wanna like they haven't had enough. Like even with things that are public, these monies are public, dog. Each and every player gets $30,000 for participation.
Oh, just for them.
Yeah, for them as the players. SAFA will get money. SAFA will get money.
Yeah, but the
That's
government
being
is
greedy.
everything. Jay.
Let me check more into this story so we can talk about it. Oh, yeah, it says.
But when I asked about it,
It says SAFA themselves have published a circular from FIFA which clearly states: 1, each member association receives $1.56 million, which is 30 million rand for the group stages to cover tournament-related costs. Number 2, each player receives performance-based funding of $30,000, which is 565,000 rand. So that's per player for the group stages. But SAFA wanted to charge their money.
so I asked someone, right? I was debating with someone on the whole Banyana Banyana versus Bafana equality thing. And he did make.
I want to hear this.
He did make a valid point. I'm not gonna lie.
What did he say?
He said the difference is, for example, if
Percentages. Was it percentages?
you can say that. Uthi, if Banyana Banyana yadlala, how many people are going to watch it? Specifically women, you know? How many women are going to go there and say, okay, it's to support and
I asked you this question.
Shit like that. Did you ask me that?
Yes.
Compared to Vele men's sports, women don't equate.
It was a valid question, I'm not going to lie, because when I thought about it, I was like, okay, no, you're making
Wait, I don't want to forget.
points.
I want to ask on that. Don't you think that is also based on what you said, Uguti? Women have been previously disadvantaged.
Yes,
So they haven't had the time to build their fan bases and so forth. Like men have.
Well.
Men have been doing it for years, so it's easier for them to have. Because when you are born, you already know football is men.
Thing is, like, I'm gonna go to wrestling specifically, like with WWE, right? There's female stars that are top earning.
Okay, can I?
And we wrestling, when you picture wrestling, all of us, it's men, right? But now, wait, let me finish this. But now, if in wrestling, they can now say, even Ronda Rousey, she was the best UFC fighter. Yes, Ronda. She was Ronda boy. So Ronda was the best UFC fighter female, right? She was also trapping in WWE wrestling. She said, Velor, no, I don't expect to earn as much as a man because men come with more fans, right? But at the same time, I'm like one of the leading superstars in this thing, and I'm earning.
Don't you
But
think she
hey.
feels that way because she's at the top?
And listen,
No, but the
not
argument,
only
she's
that,
the
yes,
few
but the
that are
argument, but the argument is,
No,
but the argument. Wait, okay, let me finish this. But the argument is, I know you guys are saying because of the history men have had, they have the advantage, right? Yes, they have the advantage, but if the few can make it,
but
it means it's
remember,
not a valuable or valid excuse as much anymore.
guys, it's more. I think it's more about what do we call this? Geographical what
Landscape.
Right? Yes, because remember, for example, I remember when I was watching soccer with my boys, we'd watch a female team at Barcelona, and I knew a few players. I forgot their names because it's all But we used to watch. On international level, men don't mind watching women play. Masi's SA, it's a different story.
The standard is different.
Exactly. So when Masi's SA.
But thing is, also look at who you are watching it with. How many women watch football compared to men? That I personally
Yes.
don't think that has anything
Name
to
one
do
Banyana
with,
Banyana star there.
to do with
Except
the
to Bosha
previous-
Modise. Yeah. Except to Bosha Modise. Except to Bosha Modise.
So I'm saying I don't think
Portia.
you can then say it still equates because women aren't interested in sports as much as men. I don't think you can then say it's because of women didn't play back then. I
In
think
SA,
women,
it is because of that. In SA,
but
not
with
that side.
but with women, there's a lot of women tennis players in the country. Have you watched tennis?
I don't watch tennis. Serena Williams.
Name a South African women tennis player.
I don't even know why. Nyaza Mato, Takimang Oli, that cute guy, Rabada. Oh! What a man.
But
Does
that-
not play tennis.
Doesn't even play cricket.
He doesn't
There's
abalilizele bona soni angithi umanati sekulithi sifika nasemini angithi athanda lo mzimba babu vele fenti abantwana babu sifuna laki